Hello everyone and welcome back to CEVO TV. I'm misled, with me is vansilli, and we are bringing you now our second best of 3 of the night. It started a little bit early because our other game went to triple overtime. So we are Ace Gaming versus WinOut right now. We're actually tied up 4-4 in this matchup, and things are even so far to start it out, Vance.
Yeah, indeed. I'm assuming this is actually Ace Gaming's map pick, but let's look at the roster rundown. We have Max, Connor, Happy Cheetos, Fierce, and Fox. Looking at this roster, honestly, for me, it's nobody really that I know except for Fox. Like I said, playing before with the match that we just casted, his last lineup was with Noble Esports, and if I was in his shoes, I'm kind of happy that I wasn't playing that match with them. But on the other side, WinOut.net, you do have Planks, Foe, AGM, Hades, Wade, and Pauly, who have always been around since the 1.6 days. You kind of know them at the beginning of the CSGO scene as well. But they have been doing their part in the main and premier divisions in the past there for WinOut, and they're looking to move into Pro this time. Now the bomb is planted towards the B bomb site as we're moving into round number 9 on Dust 2 once again as our first map. The last two guys remaining, Fierce and Fox, will try to save their guns inside B, but we're still trying to chase them down there. AGM's already inside T-spawn. You do have Pauly outside B as well, so they will know that they're saving inside this B site and also towards B tunnels. Can they get the kills? That's the question right now. The bomb will go off, and here we go. Spot it, taken down, looking back. Op is actually lost. So that is not going to be good there for Ace Gaming because they're actually in a position where they have to save. But WinOut, at least with 5 rounds so far. But 4 rounds out of 9 so far on the first half is actually not bad on CT side.
Yeah, I mean, doing good so far. Ace Gaming trying to hold on to some rifles there. Fox, of course, had the op. Wasn't able to control that. I mean, WinOut went for the hunt. They only lost 1 player to take down the op, which 1 player for the op, not allowing Ace Gaming to save that thing, knowing they're going into this round under firepower compared to what WinOut's bringing to the table. And Fierce already absolutely lit, but he's able to take down Pauly. Goes down to 7 HP, so the 1 saved rifle so far is working well. We're going to try and get some CTs in that direction to hopefully steal that rifle away and have a second one on board for Ace, as we have WinOut actually trying to take long here. They got good smoke coverage down. Flashbangs come out. They earn their way into the site. 2 players are there. Max tries to creep out, but Fox in a great position. He can't see the bomb, so he just hides back. I don't think... Yeah, no, never mind. Planks is aware. The player on ramp, yeah, they know he's there. I didn't think he got spotted, but he did. That's going to be a tough retake. They're going to go for it anyways. And Planks steps up with the AK, hits the shot. Here comes CT's trying to make it out through long. As Connor does have an AK picked up. He's going to peek out, finds one way, tries to take that Foe in the pit, but he's got players like AGM still waiting for him, and there goes Fierce. So the saved guns didn't do, or the saved rifle didn't do much, but it brought it close, brought it all the way down to 2 players left alive for WinOut.
Yeah, but Ace is going to be back in another space where they're going to decide if they want to go for this pistol armor or if they just want to go for a full save. I think at this point you do have enough economy to go for some sort of nade push if you want to with pistols, no armor. And it's going to be 1 flash, actually, pistols, no armor, and that flash might be useful for a push towards the B bomb side, but they're going to use it out towards long instead and go for a double peek there. Already 2 guys on the other side at long as well. Can they actually get the trade? Actually, Smoke helps them out a little bit there, but nope, not more than that. 4 of them easily dispatched. Happy Cheetos, the last man standing with an eagle in hand, and it's a 5 versus 1, and that's going to be it. I think as soon as he moves up towards his B tunnels, Foe's going to wait for him, and Foe's going to make soup out of him. Ha, get it? Vietnamese stuff, Vietnamese jokes. I'm vansilli, I'm Vietnamese. 7-4 is our score, as we're going to move on with the next round.
I like it. I like it. But, no, WinOut there, easy round for them. They had the firepower. They were going against Ace Gaming, trying to force the issue, get a little aggressive with some pistols in their hands. And a 3-man stack coming out the long. I'm assuming they're just going to have 2 there. The third one's just going to be right off the bat, just in case there's a rush long. But WinOut speeding their way up catwalk right now. 2 players already up and aggressive. The problem with the 3 people at long that fast off the round, if the other team goes very aggressive up catwalk, you're going to have an issue where you can get caught out, and if the guy tries to, if one of your players at long tries to cross over, all the way over to the A's bomb site, if he gets caught there, you only have 2 players in pit. Then you have to really play a hard retake out of pit to be able to take control of A again.
Somehow Fox stays alive after that mid to be pick or smoke, and he's going to be jumping across it. He's saved by Happy Cheetos, thankfully. But meanwhile, they have cleared out the B bomb site by killing Fierce. They're moving inside there as well, and Paulie's actually lurking up on that catwalk. Knows that there's 3 guys inside the CT spawn. 1 guy moving in from lower B. This is going to be huge for Paulie. Drop down. There's the first. There's the second. Misses it. And there's the third, but not traded out. So that is going to be now a 3 versus 2. Max trying to get this one here. Cannot connect with the spray somehow. And Hades Wade says, hey, it's me. Runs out the window, headshots Connor, and it's now going to be 8-4 with, since we came into this matchup, has been pretty decisive actually for WinOut .net. At this point, when we're looking at it here, okay, so if I'm looking at the scoreboard, you can see it. They actually won the pistol round, and at this point probably got ecoed on the second one with the defuse. That put with 5 guys, or 2 guys still alive. Then they win one with 5 guys, so they ecoed them, got an easy eco, got another easy double eco, and then it started going back and forth. So the gun rounds are actually favoring more WinOut .net so far against Ace Gaming. But again, 4 rounds, not too shabby for CT side to start. They still have a lot of rounds to work with here, but still only pistols in this round.
Yeah, we're not looking good. I mean, they've only dropped 1 rifle round so far, and they're controlling very well here. They're playing smart. When they're aggressive, it's very controlled aggression. Not getting too overzealous. Good Molotov there. Burns out Fox from Game Helper. They have control of long now. Nobody is at A bomb site.
What
Happy Cheetos hits the 1 dig on the smoke seam. Flashbang controls him, though. He has to back up. They do have players on catwalk already, or 1 player on catwalk. And Max almost just fell down in the CT, which is a great position right now. If he can hit the shot, tries to spin with the CT, doesn't make it happen. It's all up to Fierce and Happy Cheetos.
Oh
and
my
Happy
God.
Cheetos gets another one as Fierce takes one down with his deagle. It's going to be a 2-on-2. Bomb is planted for long, though. And there's going to be an op on Overwatch.
Oh my
right
God.
There. They can't
do
hit the
something.
jump.
Communicate. You have no kit. Do something.
Wasting so much time trying to figure out who's going to jump up on top. They're completely lost here, and Foe easily able to mop up the 2 op shots. And man, that could have been so much closer for Ace Gaming, except for they can't figure out who to jump on whose head.
I mean, after a nice deagle shot by Happy Cheetos, it was totally anticlimactic with like happy joy Ren and Stimpy style. Like, yeah, we got pistol kills, we can actually win this, and then they just threw it right after. But nonetheless, they did manage to get 3 kills with pistols. They damaged the economy of WinOut.net, but at this point, it's 5 rounds, 1 in a row for the terrorist team as well. So they have enough money in this round here. They'll have enough in the next round as well if they should lose this round. So they actually have to win this round for Ace Gaming with actually not losing any players at all, because they are low on their side. They can only afford possibly 1 drop. Or 2, depending on how many are alive remaining here. They managed to get a first ding onto Paulie. He's going to have to fall back now, and they're just going to try to take this control towards mid-side. But actually, Paulie didn't fall back. He actually went back towards quad boxes, and they're going for a mid-to-B split, with Paulie again in another mission to try to flank him right after.
Yeah, he's in a great position here. If the number 3 man, Happy Cheetos, isn't careful, he's going to get caught out by Paulie, and he's going to run right across. I don't think he's going to look. No, he does end up checking. Makes sure, ends up hitting the shot, and now WinOut, though, they have control of the B bomb site. They don't have the bomb planted yet. I mean, Planks is lit, AGM is lit, Bo is now completely lit also. They're in dire straits here. They have to be very careful. Max at full HP, same with Connor. Happy Cheetos goes down, Connor's down, the sprays down, 2 gets taken down. We got a 1-on-1 in our hands, and Max out of the tunnels will hit the shot on the very weak AGM, gaining Ace Gaming a 5th round and saving an op out of it.
Yeah, that's crazy how they're able to actually win that one, but at the end of the day, like I mentioned before, they actually couldn't lose that many players. Now moving into the last round of the first half, you have to go for a buy here. The only thing that they have are 3 FAMASes, only 1 kit in the hands of Connor, with the AWP being the opera for the team and Foe being the opera for WinOut.net. But again, like, they have enough economy for the T side to just keep buying for the rest of this, or for the rest of this half. They actually have a better advantage now, but turns out back in favor of the CT side as Connor gets an opener on the defense at long. Trades coming through towards mid as well, but still a 1-man advantage for Ace Gaming CSGO, as they have 1 guy on cat, 1 at the Ace side, and 2 guys actually pushing the upper B tunnels for the CT side. Meanwhile, you are playing it very passively for a WinOut, expecting some sort of push, so they just want to try to catch them off guard and then try to capitalize on that right after. Connor, though, up down by Foe at long after that battle. And you actually have 1 at lower B tunnels. It's going to be Fox who manages to get that kill. And just on the other side, Happy Cheetos comes out, gets the kill, hops out, drops the bomb carrier. Now it's just going to be full in a 3 versus 1. Still a minute to work with, though. So still a lot of time to try to clutch this.
He does have the op in his hand. He's able to work his way all the way to the A bomb site, but they have thorough control of that bomb on catwalk. You got one player all the way deep back in T-spawn, checking if anybody's going to come out of the long double doors. You got Happy Cheetos and his teammate, Fox right there, down close to lower B, able to just watch if anybody gets up too close. And that bomb is in such a terrible spot for Foe to be able to grab, just sitting right out in the open. And, man, that's such a great spot for the bomb to be placed if you're Ace Gaming. Right there at the edge, doesn't matter. You have Fox down in lower B, and Happy Cheetos dies. I was like, well, it's not moving, it's half. All right, that makes sense. Yep. That makes sense. I was still lost considering we came in at round 8. I'm like, oh, we got a lot of game left here. Oh, there's a lot of rounds left. But WinOut does win the half, 9-6 over Ace Gaming. But Ace Gaming made a slight comeback there, 2 rounds in a row for themselves, and possible momentum shift going in the second half.
Yeah, you know what? There is still a lot of game left because this is still only the first map, best out of 3 between these two teams. The second map is going to be Cobble, and if we need to go to a third one, we will see Train. And from what I see here, I'm expecting probably, because we don't really know who picked what map, but at this point, with the roster that I'm seeing for Ace Gaming, I'm assuming that they chose Dust 2, and a more organized team that's been around for a little bit more, such as WinOut.net with their roster, have chosen Cobble to play for the second map.
Second half is about to start here. Let's see if WinOut can get themselves another pistol and not get ecoed here like they did in the first half. I know we missed it. We came in late because of how long the other series went. But WinOut would love to get this pistol and not drop an anti-eco and be able to get themselves those 3 rounds that they could gain out of that. Have themselves a good little lead over Ace Gaming before we work our way into map number 2.
Well, let's see what the T-Star are going to try to do now. They actually do have Paulie aggressively on lower B. Spots one here, but he's going to be under heavy attack and he's cornered. This is going to be it. Unless he gets lucky with a shot here. He does! He gets the headshot to Fierce and Goosh himself. A trade comes across as well as Plank supports him on catwalk as well as Hayes Wade. Now it's a 4 versus 3. Happy Cheetos trying to go long range. Another crossfire set up now and another trade. Still a 1-man advantage for WinOut. So now you have AGM about to flank at lower B, forward the crossfire as well. So this is not going to look good at all for Max, also with the bomb in his hands. One also spotted at long, so they know where the last 2 guys are. Actually, no, they had no idea Max was actually at mid-door, so he actually walks out. He might be able to take down Foe. He's going to run through, give away his position. Now he drops the bomb, so that's it. He should have just walked towards B.
Yep.
But he didn't. AGM then gets the kill into Happy Cheetos, and WinOut wins the pistol.
Yeah, so they win both pistols so far in this map, but if history repeats itself, they're going to drop this anti-eco, but I think they're going to be a little bit more prepared for it this time. I mean, Foe goes for the pistol upgrade. He's going to try and get that off into his hands as fast as he can, while the rest of his team picks up FAMAS's except for Wade, grabs himself an MP. He's going to try and work that into a frag if he can, but Ace Gaming would love to get the eco victory here. Just upgraded pistols, no armor, no real utility to work with, and they're going to try and speed their way out lower B and just try and work this into mid. No coverage, no smoke to work with. AGM and Planks are right there waiting. They're hitting the shots they need to and shutting down this naked take of mid to B, and they mop it up relatively fast. AGM, the only one who dies. Foe is able to grab the FAMAS, though, drop it back to his teammate. He's got more than enough cash now to be able to coast through this next round and have an op as soon as it's time for the full buy from Ace Gaming.
Yeah, the idea was okay of going for that train wreck possible for that Ace Gaming roster, but with nothing happening there, no bomb plants coming through as well, they're just going to focus with small pistols this round and possibly go for another cherry neck if they can, and this time get a bomb plant to add actually an AWP with full armor and nades if they could. So they're going to group up 4 guys, make that 5, now move it up on catwalk. A 1-peak again from Happy Cheetos onto AGM at Playmaker. You still have one at the ramp though. It's going to be Foe with the FAMAS, supported now with Wade at the same time. Wade with the MP7, clearing up the first one. Bomb is at least planted, so mission is now a success. They're going to pick off 1 by 1. Fierce last man standing, and that's it.
Yeah, good round comes out from Ace Gaming. They're able to, I mean, they get a bomb plant. They're going to force 2 rebuys. Doesn't really matter. Foe was saving his cash for the op for this round. He's going to have plenty of it going into this next round. AGM does go down, but we should expect some upgrades coming out here unless really WinOut wants to sit on these FAMASas, and it looks like a few of their players might do that. It looks like they're probably going to sit on some of the FAMASas. One M4 will come out. They're going to sit on the rest of the FAMASas. Bo, of course, will grab the op here, playing the economy game, trying to hold on to as much cash as they can, as they know Ace Gaming is going to be buying out into this, especially after the bomb plant. It is that 4th round in this half, so they're going to be buying no matter what. And WinOut just needs to hold on here for one more round, and they could do a ton of damage to Ace Gaming's economy.
Well, now they're lurking slowly towards this B tunnels. Nice position for that B player. Planks now on the right side. They will never expect. Actually, they do. And a flash comes across as well, and Hackers gets the entry. Well, they have got Polly at the beginning.
Wow.
As well. They lose the fight at mid at the same time. Somehow AGM not connecting to Fox. And now they get a bomb plant. 5 versus 2. The last 2 guys will try to save their guns. Wade is just out in the open, actually. All right, he's just going to try to keep him back for as long as he can, but I thought he was just going to try to push down, and that would have been a big mistake. You know what? They're actually crossfiring to just try to get some exits at the same time and hurt the economy on the other side. Off shot miss, so that gives away his position. They know that they're both saving at long. Hayes Wade gets the kill up towards Connor. Off shot now connects from Foe onto Max. And at this point, they're going to try to boost up for a kill. They are trying to go for the hunt, but look at it. They don't really have that much economy to work with, though. So there you go. They decide to fall back towards mid, but still fight back towards long. Bomb is going to go off. It's going to be 12-7. And that's going to be it.
Yeah, good job there by Ace Gaming to catch some players from WinOut. I mean, off guard. I mean, out in mid, there was quite a few gun battles, or the one main gun battle that we had that should have went in WinOut's favor. And then at B, great flashbang comes in. Doesn't, I believe that wasn't it Pauly that was playing behind the wall? And he was playing behind the broken wall there, and flashbang just completely caught him off guard. Wasn't ready. They do check the corner, and they absolutely melt him. So now WinOut, luckily, with smart, economical play, they are able to make a good buy out of this round, but Ace Gaming trying to battle back into round 20.
So full gun round coming in here for both of the teams. Still a bit of utility that's useful for Ace Gaming for them to execute for across that long should they get a pick here. And even for mid to B if they want to. But the bomb is lurking slowly back towards lower B with Fierce and Max respectively on that mid side control, while the rest of the T's are playing fairly passive at the end of Cat and at long. So at this point, just trying to converge and focus more towards there. But you do have an aggressive counter push coming through from WinOut up towards Catwalk as well. As soon as he peeks out, nice flash coming through. The Wade was fully blinded. Foe gets the up kill at long. They will try to converge on to this A bomb site. But trades after trades, it's going to be a 3 versus 3. Foe still inside the side with the op. He's by himself. He's about to get cornered. He gets the op on the Fox somehow. Connects with the second one on the corner. And finally, Fierce retaliates back. It's a 2 versus 1. Trying to move back inside with 38 seconds left on the clock. Fierce is going to get a bomb plant for long and hopefully try to get across right after. But here comes the aggressive push and counter coming in from WinOut.net. Smoke coming across, and as soon as he jumps up, he's spotted. And at least he spots both of them. So Nate and Flash, one's going to be blinded, both of them blinded, and he misses his spray. That's it. He's not going to connect anymore. The defuse is going to come through, and it's going to be now 13-7 with a nice retake from WinOut.
Yeah, WinOut, great retake there, but you have to credit that entire round to Foe with the op. Looked dead to rights, hit 2 very nice shots on Catwalk, also grabbing the 180 flick onto the player that came up ramp. I mean, Foe had his back turned. You're like, all right, Foe's dead. He's going to get tapped by this AK. Snaps around, hits the op shot, grabs 2 more off Catwalk. Molotov comes down at his feet inside the site, and he stepped out and still almost got the 4th shot off. That would have been 4 for him on the round. Foe definitely controlling with the op for WinOut right now, helping out a ton. As they get themselves a win, they prevent Ace Gaming from getting 2 rounds in a row. So if they can beat them here, their economy's broke. They're in shambles, and Planks' double op look is working out. Planks is using it effectively, takes down the first player from Ace Gaming. Now, Ace with 3 players in the tons, 1 going up Catwalk. That's going to be Connor trying to make something happen on Catwalk. More than likely just distracting here for his B players to trying to get out of the tunnels into that B bomb site.
Or even Paul, he might be trying to do what Pauly's been doing. If they're able to get an entry here, they're going to force a rotate. He's just going to wait a few seconds and try to jump back and get the flank right after. But Pauly at the doorway, trades it back. Foe gets the kill onto Connor, as Foe actually predicted that flank coming through. And just like that, it's a 4 versus 2. Bomb is actually not yet planted. They actually haven't really taken over that site. You still have Paulie just outside, and that double smoke gives them a chance there. As Max decides to push through, gets the first kill, tosses the other one on a reload, takes down AGM as well, but finally up down by Foe. And now it's a 2 versus 1. Can Fox clutch this? Now he's in the back of the site. And you know what? Let's call it with his real name, with the real Asian accent, or the Vietnamese way to say it, Foe. So Foe is going to try to now get the molly, gets caught off, Fox gets the frag, and it's 1 versus 1. Flash coming through, and he gets the kill. A clutch coming through from Fox. Great play, and Ace Gaming pretty much resets the money of WinOut now.
Yeah, I was about to talk about how crazy Foe was doing in that round, that he gets caught outside B. I mean, Fox with a good push out the window, able to catch Foe moving up. Foe thunderfooted his way up there. Didn't really have a choice. Had a player trying to rotate with him through tons that were going to try and get the pinch. One coming up through mid, the other player coming through the tunnels. Didn't happen fast enough, and it allowed Fox to get out the window, catch Foe off guard, put himself in a one-on-one with Hey, it's Wade. Wade had no choice but to try and hunt for the frag to get it done as quick as possible. Outside B, couldn't hit the shot though, and Fox gets the hero, and Ace Gaming now in round 22, not letting WinOut run away, even though WinOut is going to just be on a pistol buy here. Not everybody got pistols. We got a Deagle on Foe and a P250 on Wade. I believe there was 2 other P250s out there with Planks and Paulie having them, but Ace mopping up with the rifles in hand.
Yeah, I like how they're playing so far for Ace Gaming at this round. They knew there was a safe round coming through. They're playing it passively. And as they're trying to get these sprays and not working, and one gets caught with a nade in his hands, even then, they always have a second guy to actually help him out to go for that trade if needed be. But in this case, they actually were able to save them. So they actually won the round without actually losing any players. At this point, you still have somewhat of a broken buy coming in for a WinOut, so they'll decide to just go for pistols this round here with one nade. That nade probably used if needed to cross. They're just going to cross without it. Fox didn't really peek at her cross here. He's actually looking back towards this B bomb site to move in.
Connor, okay, I was about to say, is Planks just not going to grab Connor out in mid after he pushed through the smoke? But he eventually does, finds himself the AK, but Ace Gaming already earned their way into the V-bomb site. Went out with only pistols here. Planks is going to run away, of course, saving that AK. They are going to be on a buy next round, but this will put Ace Gaming just down by 3 rounds now. This will be a 10th round they can get. Ace Gaming, easy time getting into that B-bomb site. No real resistance there from WinOut with the pistols. But they did secure the 1 AK, though, which is going to be some money saved going into the next one. And Ace Wade might have a chance here to get another AK. Takes down Max. Got to worry about the window. Happy Cheetos is right there. He's trying to find another one. Just trying to escape. Hunting very hard for these frags. Taking down Cheetos. And he's able to get away, and he will be able to save that AK. So 2 AKs will be saved this round, thanks to WinOut.
Yeah, that's really okay what they did there, even pushing in to try to get AK kills, losing that AK-47 at the end. They just wanted to hurt the economy of Ace Gaming. I mean, they went for a double save. They have enough no matter what to go for a buy here. So they damaged it on the other side, which could actually reset it back onto Ace Gaming if possible should they win this round here. Again, the only thing they invested were pistol upgrades. No armors, really only 1 nade that they purchased as well. So it was actually a pretty good save at the end of the day. Or a pretty good eco at the end of the day. But Happy Cheetos going to work still on this T side and keeps on going here on the second half. And finally, Fox ends the streak of Hayes Wade to cover up towards that long area. But he traps Foe down towards his car. Smoke to actually just dissipate that a little bit there. But Fox will get some support from Connor as they're now the last 2 remaining. Nice bunny hop by Foe to head back towards the elevator side. And the last 2 guys on T will still try to lurk up. Hold it back for a bit. There's still actually 1 minute and 10 seconds left in a round for them to work with. So just trying to see if the CTs are going to go for body peeks, which will give a chance for Fox to actually get an opener there.
In this round, Ace Gaming stayed so committed to that long A take, even though Hey, it's Wade was able to get the first 2, almost made it a 3rd, and then Foe, of course, staying alive, doing everything he needed to do. AGM eventually found that 3rd frag on the round on the player up trying to come up catwalk. I believe that was Fierce that tried to come up. No, Happy Cheetos tried to come up catwalk, but ended up taking him down. Still, Ace Gaming does earn their way to the A bomb site, thanks to WinOut being a little too passive on catwalk. The 1 player on ramp. Connor hits 2 shots. Only 1 left alive. That's going to be Foe with the op in hand. He's going to be op versus op. He knows where Fox is. If Fox repeats, he's done. Foe hits the shot, and that is WinOut ending Ace Gaming's 3-round streak. They'll lead 14-10 now. A great job there by Wade at long to get aggressive. Paulie was with him. Paulie got taken down right off the bat, but Wade, with those 2 frags at long, just causing a huge disruption for Ace Gaming.
I really like that teamwork, though, at least from Ace Gaming, Fox, and Connor being the last 2 remaining on it, 3 versus 2. That brings, you can see that there's a lot of experience being brought in from Fox, knowing the game inside and out of how it's being played, because he actually popped flash from long onto Catwalk to give a chance for Connor to peek right after that. 2 guys were fully blinded up on that Cat retake on the CT side, and then it on a 2 versus 1. Unfortunately there, it was just Fo that was better with that AWP. He's currently at 26 and 12, so he's going to work right now. For the CT side. Meanwhile, Connor is at 24 and 19 on T side. So it came down to the wire. It came down to Fo actually winning that fight against the Opera was, but his opponent never did. So he had the advantage, got the easy kill, and a defuse. So 14-10 our score. WinOut closing and edging closely towards this victory of the first map, which, in my opinion, or I think, is Ace Gaming's map choice.
And at this point, both teams thoroughly bought into this round, so, and actually, Ace Gaming looking a little better, even though they just lost last round economically, so if they can hold on here, force WinOut back into a save, they can earn their way into a 12-14 scoreline before realistically WinOut can really get a good healthy buy again. But trade's going out, and Fo's in a tough spot here. Can he hit it on an off shot? Hits another one. He knows Connor's right around the corner. Connor takes him down, but AGM on the rotate, already picking up a frag of his own. It's going to be a 3-on-2. Fierce up Catwalk, looking for anybody on the flank. That's going to be Planks. He'll be the first one up. Planks isn't even to check the spot. His hand's been spotted. Fierce takes him down. Connor hasn't been able to cross yet. Here comes the flank.
Oh, boy, no.
And can Paulie hit it? Paulie gets it bombed down. Fierce at the site will make this a one-on-one now. He's going to be at the ramp. AGM is so deep with his M4, down to 32 HP. Can he hit the shot on the cross? Just whiffs a few times. Fierce is able to grab an op. He's going to try and go for the repeat, but he turns away too soon, and AGM will punish him for it. That is going to be map point now for WinOut. And Ace Gaming, not a lot of economy to work with, but they're going to have to buy out no matter what. They don't want to lose this map already.
That is great positioning by AGM. I mean, he expected, or his opponent expected that he'd still be opping, or should I say, trying to get the pick from the boxes, decides to turn onto the other angle. Knowing at the time that's remaining, he's going to have to try to go for that cross. So he uses the angle to have more area and more time to actually spray across on that 1 versus 1. Did a great job on that. Nonetheless, though, very aggressive push by Ace Gaming in this round, as it is map point here for the CT side. Nice counter flash coming through as well. And now Planks is in the back of the site. AGM's there, looking for some support from Paulie at the same time. He'll manage to get 1 kill, make that 2, make that 3, and just they're going to work with that hole. That was crazy. How did he stay alive for so long in the back of the B-bomb site? But that's going to end the first half 16-10. One thing I wanted to add as well, just around before, was that the reason why I called that oh no on Paulie when he actually flanked across towards long is because the flash they threw on T side actually flashed a teammate that actually gave a chance for Paulie to come back and get that kill and making it down towards that 1 versus 1, which actually let AGM win that one. But 16-10 is our score no matter what at the end of the day for WinOut.net as we're moving on to the second map on Cobblestone.
Yeah, WinOut did good to close that out there. They allowed Ace Gaming to get 3 rounds in a row, but brought it back. I mean, Fo, his op was so good. How did he end up finishing that?
Plus 15.
Take a peek. Yeah, plus 15. AGM kind of got close to him, but I mean, Fo playing lights out with the op. Multiple rounds that were multi-kill rounds from great position at Game Helper inside that A bomb site, preventing Ace Gaming from getting up. I mean, they got up Catwalk so much, but Fo was just lights out from Game Helper and inside the bomb site that it was absolutely ridiculous. In the clutch round, I mean, yeah, Fo was going absolutely nuts. I mean, even Connor on the other side was doing great himself, but the rest of WinOut was playing well also. Ace Gaming didn't really keep up. I mean, you got Max with 17 frags, Fox with 15, 13 on Cheetos, Fierce with 13, and on the other side, the lowest amount of frags for WinOut was 15. They all played good, and just look at the amount of clutches that we had from WinOut. Every single player on their team except for Wade had a clutch round, with Fo having 2 of those clutches. On the other side, it was Fox grabbing 2 clutches and Max only grabbing 1. So that was quite a bit of round difference there. That's 2 rounds in total, more clutch for WinOut, and that's 2 rounds they needed to win.
Yeah, and despite you seeing how happy Cheetos is actually at 13 and 22, you can't really discount that ratio of what impacts he played in a few rounds that we casted. I
Yeah.
mean, the 1D openers that he's had, the 2 entries that he's had towards long as well. I'm assuming at this point he's an entry fragger for the team, so he's able to do his job. Most of the time he's losing by trying to get those entries, but he's still able to get those entries when he can actually help his teammates move in towards a bomb site and get it done. I think somebody that was a little bit more quiet at this point was Fierce. Max did what he could with the lurk roll, but really it came down to just Connor trying to carry as much right after mid rounds, and then Fox having to go with these clutches to try to bring these rounds back for Ace Gaming CSGO. On the other hand, like you said, WinOut. I mean, Foe was just on point with the way he's been opping and retaking with an op as well. Not really switching back to a weapon, being very comfortable with the AWP. Paulie just a great job with the lurk as well. His lurking role on T side was just on point. So you actually do see a lot more comfortable firepower coming through from WinOut versus Ace Gaming.
Yeah, and the double op look that we saw with Planks and Foe, it worked very well. Planks can use the op effectively, and I really liked it a ton. So hopefully we can have a good game here coming in to Kabul. I would like to see a very tight, close matchup between these two teams. But I mean, WinOut, once they got momentum on their side, they played so well, working off of the picks that Foe got, working off the multi-kill rounds that he was able to make happen, and then AGM playing so good, dropping down through CT. I think we're going to have an exciting map number 2 coming in between these two teams.
For sure, and the reason why I think WinOut.net is their map choice being on Cobble is just because Ace Gaming seems like a new roster here. Because Ace Gaming, from what I remember, used to have Garrett in there, used to have Wabbit, used to have a lot of players that were just Sav as well,